Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back and thank you for coming back. If you are new, then hey, what's up? My name's Danny. This is going to be your March love reading, March 2018. This is going to be great for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Also Venus, since Venus rules love and actually Venus rules you too. So I'm going to take a deeper look into your love life. I did include a little bit of love in the general reading. So if you are curious about your general overall view of the month concerning work, finance, everything, and love, go ahead and check that out. I will link it down below in the description box so you can look at that. If it doesn't resonate with you, remember you can check out your sun, moon, and rising. Definitely your rising, definitely your Venus too. And yeah, I'm all of a sudden tongue-tied talking to you guys right now, so I don't know if that's your energy kind of affecting this. So let's see what these cards have to say. I'm going to pull them first and then we can discuss later. Also, I will pull some Doreen Virtue cards from the Romance Angels. I'm going to pull 3 for this month just to kind of get an idea of what is happening. Okay, so we already had some cards fall out. Oh, shit. Okay, so we have the Tower and the Hanged Man pop out. Also, the Queen of Pentacles. What is up? So y'all have big changes. Let me get these out and then we can finish. Okay, Page of Swords. Three of Pentacles. The World. The Eight of Swords. And also the Devil. Okay. Okay, so followed by the Strength. You guys have got all kind of major arcanas. And the Empress. That's beautiful because I feel like that represents you guys anyways. I always think of Libras and Tauruses especially when I pull the Empress, and that's also because Empress is ruled by Venus just like we are. Okay, so Queen of Swords is the bottom of the deck. Okay, and then let me just pull these 3 Romance Angel cards and then we can just hop right into the other stuff. Playfulness. Wedding. Oh snap. Okay, let's see. One more card. Very soon. Okay. Playfulness, wedding, very soon. Got it. Got it. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana. Okay. That's a lot of big changes. And especially because just the spot that they're in. We've got 2 as in your theme right now. We've got 1 in the future. We've got, I mean, they're everywhere. Let's just get into this because, yeah, let's just do that. So, okay, so Queen of Swords, that's the bottom of the deck energy. So this queen is assertive. She says what she wants. She's honest. She is smart. She's very intellectual. She's very quick-witted. She's not someone that you want to fuck with. She's very nice, or she can be nice. She's not like Queen of Cups nice, but she's nice. You know what I mean? But she's also not playing any games. Okay. So I really feel like you guys are kind of taking on that Queen of Swords is like the perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy, right? Because she is a queen, so she's automatically feminine, but she's also a sword. That's air energy. That's masculine energy. And if you look at her face, she kind of has the like, I'm not playing with you. Come here, boy. Tell me the truth kind of thing. So I really feel like you guys are really trying to get down to business when it comes to your love life in the month of March. So now let's look at what that looks like for you. Starting off, we've got the Tower card and the Hanged Man. That's heavy energy all in its own. Now, we do have a lot of moon activity happening in the month of March, and we've also got the Mercury retrograde, which I feel like those things have a lot to do with these big changes that are in your life, or they're helping influence, right? So the Tower. The Tower is all about things crumbling down when there wasn't a strong foundation in the first place, right? So the Tower is like the Jenga game. And, as it's getting higher and it's building up, it's also getting wobbly, right? Eventually it crumbles, right? Because it's not on a stable foundation anymore. Tower always happens whenever we least expect it, I feel. It's something that just happens out of nowhere. It's like radical change, boom, fast. And for that reason, most of us don't like it. It's something that's uncomfortable because a lot of times it's just something that's unexpected. I mean, they were not thinking that they were going to be on the top floor when the tower, catches fire or whatever. But it's one of those things that's necessary. It's one of those things that when we're not moving on something fast enough, God helps us out and says, okay, I'll just, you know what, it's fine. I'll knock all that down and you could start over after I do that. I'll just do it for you since you're not making the move type thing. And not making the move type thing is very much the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is in surrender, right? Like just stuck, not knowing what to do, just suspended, just stuck up there, right? So I do get the impression that for a lot of you Tauruses, the month of March, something big happened in your love life. And it's because it's like you were stalling, right? Like you were stalling on a decision or you were just stuck, not really knowing what to do, what way to go. And it's something that needed to happen. It was like divine timing almost, right? Some of you may be dealing with Pisces, but I very much feel like there was something that you guys were sitting on that you just kind of let wait too long. And so now you've got all this kind of chaos going on and you're just kind of stuck. Even though if you just turn around, the sun's right behind you, like the truth is right behind you, the happiness is right behind you. But I mean, some of you, like I said, this can be an external energy. Like this could be a Pisces or just someone that you're dealing with and maybe they're stuck and they weren't moving on a decision. So then it's just like, oh, hell. So maybe you had a conversation that, kind of is the Tower and caused something to happen or caused you guys to finally move, or maybe a truth came out or something. But I just really get the feeling that this Tower happened because there was no movement. And you guys naturally are a slower energy or earth energy, right? You guys are very grounded. You really don't make moves until it's the move to make the move, right? Very calculated. You're fixed signs also. So like uber responsible in that way. So maybe you're just like a little too cautious. I'm getting the feeling, but for the most part, something has happened in your love life that's radically changed it, right? So what you guys are aiming for, what you guys have been striving for is to kind of take control and get that stability, right? Queen of Pentacles is a very stable queen. She's got her stuff together. She's like the working mom who knows how to juggle everything, right? So she's successful. She knows about business. She's a great friend. She's loyal. She's stable. She's smart. She's reliable. She's a great partner. So I really feel like right now what you guys are focusing on is becoming that person, right? Whether you're in a relationship or not, I feel like you're kind of working on, getting your stuff together where you're feeling grounded and having the ability to juggle, all the things that you love in your life and the things that like help your world go round and if you have kids, their world go round and your husband or whatever, your wife. But I really feel like this month is really about taking on that Mother Earth grounded energy and just really trying to be that stable character. And that could be in terms of love, like being more consistent with showing your love, or you know but the any pentacle energy, it's very stable, reliable, like reliable, consistent energy, right? So I really feel like that's what you guys are aiming for. Now I do feel like it's a little bit tough because you have this tower energy, but what not to do is so Page of Swords, right? Pages are younger energies. They're also messengers. So this could be a message coming in. This could be from an air sign if you're dealing with one that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But really, it could be very immature communication. Communication that doesn't quite make sense, right? Because it's young-minded. And look, his head's kind of in the clouds. And he's just like carelessly holding his sword. So it's like this could be like you carelessly throwing your words around, hurtful, saying hurtful things, or acting hurtful ways, which again, this is something not to strive for. I feel like there may be some frustrations that you guys are kind of, I definitely feel like there's turbulence. Okay, let's just put it that way. I feel like there's turbulence in the month of March, and so Spirit doesn't want you to go outside of yourself and outside of your character to be rude if you're feeling frustrated, or you know to to just kind of be careless with your words and not being as responsible as you guys normally are and placing them where they belong, right? So in the past we have a 3 of Pentacles. So I get the feeling that, I hate this shit, like I hate when I see I just really get the feeling that there could have been some third party situation, or like you were trying to get to know different people, right? Maybe someone found out and didn't like it, and maybe that's where this comes into play, this Tower card, right? Or having to have this communication, you know, having to have this communication with the people that you're involved with, but making sure that your communication is still fair because you're still a contributor to the situation, right? So you can't just like go and blame someone or whatever, right? Something like that. And again, this is general, so this could kind of go either way, but I do feel like in the past, maybe there were people that you were trying to get to know. It's funny because I feel like, what did I title you guys this video? I feel like I titled your general March was like keeping an open mind. And that's what this card really reminds me about. Because you've got like 3 unlikely characters all working together successfully, right? But so I feel like maybe you guys were in the space where you're trying to be open in your dating life, and trying to meet new people and keep an open mind. But I feel like something just goes terribly wrong. But again, I really feel like it has a lot to do with like this stalling energy, right? This stagnant energy of just stuck energy, and maybe not communicating in the best ways, right? Or maybe not even at all. But a lot of you, I feel like this 3 of Pentacles, like if this is a third party situation, that could have been what was keeping you stuck, right? Like not knowing what to decide. Like maybe you liked a few people and you're like, oh my God, shit. Like, what am I going to do? Right? And so maybe some of you, I feel like it could have found out, they could have found out, and it could have been a bad situation. But some of you, I almost feel like maybe it's that Queen of Swords, like you guys are kind of jumping in and being your own tower, right? And communicating maturely, because the Queen of Swords, she communicates in a mature way. People may not always like it because she's that damn honest, and she's not always going to sugarcoat things. That's the thing with her. Like she'll say something, and like whereas like the Queen of Cups might try to put a dress on the pig, she's just not gonna. But there's a fine line between this turning into this, right? It's about having that communication that like with a level of grace. But I feel like this could be like there could have been a conversation that you had with these people that causes this tower to happen, right? But it's actually okay because what it does open up for you is something better to come. So you got the world in your future position. So if you are having this third party situation or you were involved in a third party situation, I really feel like the communication is key this month for kind of breaking through that stagnant hangman energy, right? And once you do that, you open up new doors to where you can fall into the world energy, right? And the world is really unlimited wonder. It's like, okay, what do you want? You can have it. You can have it, right? So it's really about, yeah, I really feel like a lot of you guys, one way or another, whether it was you or another person, something got cut out the mix from the past. And although at the time, which seems like now, it seems very, it was hard to deal with. There was something that you didn't like because maybe it happened out of the blue. I feel like at the end of the day, it was for a purpose, and it's for a purpose much better than you even understand, and it will be a great thing. Like, there are great things to come. Like, little do you know this happened, but it's good because you've got the world ahead of you, right? I really do think that. Um, in your hopes and fears, you've got the Eight of Swords. And this is a person who's stuck, completely stuck, stuck in the mud, stuck in thoughts that are not healthy, just not moving. It's another stagnant energy, like the Hanged Man, right? And I feel like you guys really fear that. That's your fear in terms of love. Being stuck in a situation you don't want to be stuck in, being stuck, um, just trying to be polite or doing the right things, right? But inside, you're just like, ugh, like in your head, you're going crazy or just being blinded by things. I really feel like you guys have issues or like fears of feeling stuck or attached to something you don't want to be attached to, which is why, too, I think that Queen of Swords energy is really coming out. And so you're whacking away. But remember, be responsible about where you whack and how you whack, okay? Um, Now, people around you, outside influences, you've got the devil. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but if it's not a Capricorn, it's just really an energy of confusion, could be deceit. Um, this person could be very kind of controlling in a certain way. See how like they're bound together? So this could be a relationship that you've been feeling kind of bound to, so you have to cut it out, right? Maybe. In an unhealthy way, and that's like your fear. You don't want to feel like this. And it's like this made you feel like this, right? And it's like this doesn't support this coming in the future. So I really feel like whoever this person is or whatever this represents, it's something that you are cutting out. I feel like that's what the cutout was in the tower. But I feel like it took you a minute to get to this place to realize it, right? Um, this could also be you cutting out. Well, no, it's not you. This is totally external energy. This is just you cutting out confusion, you being very clear, cutting out confusion. She's not confused, honey. And look, underneath her card is King of Swords. So definitely, I really feel like this is about you guys cutting out confusion, cutting out bullshit, cutting out things that don't serve you, cutting out lies. This could be cutting that bondage feeling, the thing that you're so afraid of in a relationship, because you want you want you guys are ruled by Venus, right? Partnership, love, all that. She's like, that's her thing. So you guys are all about the partnership. You guys are all about being in a relationship. You're fine with that. But there's a fine line with you guys feeling controlled in it, right? There's a fine line. So it's like you want that, but you don't want it to be heavy, right? And this is just a bit too heavy. So again, I just feel like this tower came because I feel like there was a discussion that came about or is going to be coming in about some type of communication with somebody to where you're just like, you know what? And it could be, you know what? I love you, but this just is not healthy for me. I don't, it makes me feel sick. It makes me feel like I'm dizzy. I can't even see. I have these blindfolds on. Like, you're making me feel too stuck. I really feel like a lot of you, it's that. And I just feel like you guys have been trying to kind of fight through this because you got the strength card. Strength also can represent a Leo, but if we're just talking energy, this is really just about having strength to endure a situation, right? And having that perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy in order to do so, because strength is not always just about that like machismo, like overpowering strength. It's, I mean, look, it's a woman. She is taming the lion. And lions we normally think of as masculine energy too, but she's a female and she's totally in her female feminine way, like controlling him. She's controlling it. It's like it's about also controlling our inner beast. So I really feel like you guys have really been trying to fight towards taming your inner beast, and also just trying to endure the situation, whatever it is anyways. Like if it's a third party situation, I do feel like it's something that's been really bothering you, and I feel like you taming you, when I say taming your beast, it's like you really taming you from like going outside of your character and just doing shit that's not you on account of you're pissed off. You know what I mean? And that's great because that does actually support the world. This is the type of energy that supports the world rather than having this type of energy around you, right? This is better suited. This is not going, this is not going to, wait, no, this one. No, this one. This is, I'm tired of myself. This is not going to happen. This doesn't make sense. You can't have both. But this energy supports it, right? So I really feel like you guys coming into this new phase in your life, you're the way you're going about it, you're feeling you're able to support it, right? And as far as this fear, the 8 of Swords, let the fear help you move to the next level. Don't let the fear hold you back to the, to the point of paralysis where you can't move like this person is. Let that fear push you. Tell your fear, thank you for your concern, and use it in the way that's going to best move you forward, right? So you get the world, because the world is right up on the horizon. Like you guys have that energy for it. And then the full outcome is the Empress, which is beautiful. This is you guys. This is, sorry. Okay. So the Empress, this is you guys really being able to build and manifest what you want, earthly things, right? It's like she's able to make whatever she wants happen. She knows she has the power. She's sitting pretty. She's not even stressing over it, right? Also ruled by Venus, right? So this could be another, well, this is your energy. I feel like this is just really you guys. I feel like once you cut out the bullshit and go through this tower kind of phase that you're going to go through, you are going to find happiness and content with yourself. And you're going to be able to be that person who is nurturing other people and feels nurtured. You know what I mean? She makes everything happen. This is all about harvest. It's like whatever she wants, whatever she sets her mind to, she can do it in earthly form, right? Literally divine energy here on earth, like Mother Earth. This is Empress. So it's a really beautiful outcome. So overall, I feel like as long as you guys are really giving yourself grace and having strength through this month in terms of love and being honest, right, about the things that you do want and don't want, but responsible, not careless and hurting someone's feelings like the Page of Swords can sometimes do. I really feel like, this world, it's right around the corner. All this happiness, it's like right around the corner and totally there for you. It's just all about getting through a couple little hurdles. And you guys are good for it, right? You guys are fixed signs. So you set your sign, you set your heart on something and you go for it full throttle. Even if it takes a little bit of time, you guys are really good about setting goals and getting there, right? So just stay in this mind frame and I think you guys will be just fine. Thank you for checking out this video. Again, if you need more insight or curious about your general reading, then I will link that below, okay? So thank you, Taurus. Have a good one. I'll see you in April. Bye.